Okay, so I kind of realized that the February Summit event is actually nearing very soon, and I still have to place in 3 qualifiers. Now, the ranking that you see right now is literally done by, as you can see, the stunts, the slalom, the scramble, and pretty much the skills that are done outside of the qualifiers. And that still got me up to silver ranking. However, I still have yet to do any of the events, so that's what I'm pretty much going to do right now. I'm pretty much doing this just so I can get my placings, which I've already done, but I figured why not at least do these as well, just to show you guys, that I'm not forgetting about the summit. So I'm actually gonna. Ooh, I can either drift in the Z or my RX-7, which I want my RX-7 to be my new drift car, at least for this month. So I'm gonna just do this for now with the RX-7, but once the actual summit event, like the event happens, I will most likely have this car close to maxed out. So for now, this is just where I'm at. But in the future, it will be much better. But let me make sure I'm actually in manual. Oh wow, I'm in hardcore as well. I don't remember why though, but hell, we're just gonna keep on going. I was actually drifting this RX-7 around quite a lot in I forgot what mountain range it was at, but I think it was the same one where I last showed you guys the RX-7. I was drifting around it a lot, and it was actually a very fun car to slide. So I'm actually really happy that I got this car. I can't wait for next month. I will do the BRZ as well. I don't believe the MX-5 has a drift spec build, which is actually very disappointing. But the BRZ is still going to be a very fun car. I believe that's all the tuners though that have drift specs. I don't believe the Skyline has a drift spec either, which again really saddens me. There's so many like potential cars that I wish had them, but unfortunately they do not. Maybe sometime in the future, which I kind of doubt, but one can always be hopeful. They'll decide to put some specs out for other cars, because I know they still do some updates for the game, especially with calling on units. I've seen, I think they recently did an update with calling on units, but to be honest, that expansion was pretty boring, that I don't think many people are still paying attention to it, outside of obviously doing chases, because well, doing the offensive chases really helps level up your cars. So that's like the only good thing I got out of calling out units. Outside of that, I don't use any of the cop cars or any of that. It was a fun little thing to play around with, something that got me back into it. But to be honest, the Crew Wild Run, definitely a much better expansion. I think no one can argue that. Now unfortunately I did not get as high of a score as I probably wish. I could have definitely gone over 12,000. But whatever, this is a placement. Got a good part. 32 plus 32. That's actually pretty good. I don't know what I'm going to do in the rankings. I doubt it's going to be that great. I might just be a bronze. Hopefully a silver, fingers crossed, but I still feel like there was so much room still left to go down that I can't see myself being that high. He says as he looks, and he actually got a 17,000. So that's actually pretty. 1,700. My bad. 17,000 is a very. That's. I don't even think there are many people playing in this game. To be honest, this game is actually so old. Actually, come to think of it, this game is actually old. When did this game come out? 2015, 2014. Wow, this game is actually a lot older than I remember. It's amazing that I'm still playing it. Granted, I did take a break though for Need for Speed, but to be honest, I still really enjoy this game. I wish there were a lot more games like this, but unfortunately that's not the case. Damn it. There you go. Nope. That was still, there we go. And when I say like this, I mean more so open world racers. Now, obviously, there is Forza Horizon, but unfortunately, since I do not own an Xbox, I cannot play Forza Horizon. That's literally my only jealousy I have towards the Xbox players. I love PlayStation a lot, but my only complaint is that we do not have Forza Horizon, because that's pretty much like the king of, well, Forza itself is like pretty much like the king of the racing games at the moment. Like all the YouTubers, like they're always on Forza. All you really hear about is Forza. Yeah, we have stuff like a set of Corsa and stuff like that, but I don't think anything is as big as the Forza franchise at the moment. I really hope that one day though Sony decides to give us, well, we have Gran Turismo. So I should say I hope the makers of Gran Turismo hope to one day have like a spin-off series like Forza does with the Horizon series. If we can get that, then I would have no complaint. I really, even though I don't play Gran Turismo, or I really don't play track racers like at all, but I think this year might be a little different, because I do kind of want to pick up Dirt 4, even though that's more of a rally, but still I would put that in the same category. And Gran Turismo 7, even though I don't play that style of racing game, I feel like this year might be a little different. You know, I should probably broaden my game library, or at least my racing library. I did want to pick up a set of cores and stuff like that, but I feel like there's no point anymore. I really wouldn't care too much. But this year I might pick up Dirt. Still debating on that, but I'll probably most definitely pick up Gran Turismo 7. I really hope though that we do get a like Gran Turismo Horizon or something, because that would be freaking amazing. Because I really, really love open world racers. That's why all you see me play really is The Crew and Need for Speed, which part of me kind of wants to just hop back onto Need for Speed just to, you know, get that feel of it again. Because as much hate as that game did get, I personally still enjoyed it, especially with the customization. I loved it a lot. So maybe one day I might hop back on it. I'm definitely planning on doing a series on a road to Need for Speed 2017, at least news-wise, because I know 2017 Need for Speed probably won't come out till like November-ish, but I feel like in the next coming months, come E3, we're going to start getting news on what's going to be happening for the next Need for Speed, and that's going to really, really excite me. It's actually hard to believe. When does E3 come out? When does E3 show? June-ish, I want to say. We're actually not that far away. We're in the middle of February, so what? What's that? 4 months? That may sound like a lot, but to be honest, that can come by a lot faster than we all expect. Now, I don't like the fact that I'm using a circuit spec truck. I kind of forgot I even had one of these. Unless this is just a rental, then that would make a lot more sense. Let me switch it into automatic, because this is just a pain trying to control. But driving this thing feels like such a heavy boat. I really hope in the actual summit event we will not have to drive trucks, unless it's obviously a monster truck. But that's because, oh my god, this thing feels super duper heavy, and I failed on that. But granted, I haven't really done any upgrades on this, obviously, but ugh. Wait, is this even a circuit spec? No, this is a per spec. It's even worse. I would have probably had a lot more fun if it was a circuit spec. I actually think, I actually remember Black Panther, when he drove the circuit spec Raptor, he actually enjoyed it a lot. So I would have probably had a lot more fun if I had a circuit spec Raptor. But seeing as how I just had the per spec, there's nothing fun about this. There's nothing fun about driving a truck, in my opinion, unless it's a monster truck. Because, well, to be honest, I don't like feeling of boats. That's why I also don't really like the Dodge Challenger, because as great of a car as it might be power wise, that's kind of all you got. You just got power, but a shit ton of weight. It is a literal boat. That's why the only people who kind of drive them, I say they're, well, to be honest, I say like those who drive Mustangs and Challengers, but mostly Challengers, are those that are really just trying to compensate for shit. Camaros, though, I don't give Camaros as much hate. I feel like Camaros are just like, they're clean, but at the same time, they're kind of like, out of the big three, they're more like the girl car of muscle cars. But to be honest, it's so clean and stuff that I can't give it much hate. I think it looks pretty damn nice. And so I think like those who get them, I feel like those who get Camaros have nothing to prove. Like they get them because they love them, and they don't need to show off or anything. They're just like, yeah, I don't know Camaro, and that's it. So I can't give Camaro owners much hate. Mustang owners, I can't give them much hate either, because they're still nice. We can obviously make fun of them because they like running into shit, but I feel like there's nothing that screams I'm overcompensating than a Challenger and a Hummer. A Hummer's another thing, but I think that's just like its own fucking category, if you get what I'm saying. And I feel like getting a Hummer, like, you are desperately compensating, because Hummers, I believe Hummers are discontinued, right? And that's because they are really bad at, you know, they just love draining your wallet, pretty much. And I remember my dad probably still does. My dad wants a Hummer so freaking badly, but I feel like he's also trying to compensate, because he wants to get a Hummer, because he's like, yeah, it would be like so cool, like me drive up in Hummers and shit. I'm like, bruh, it's fucking Hummer. You're gonna be like, yeah, I'm driving around cool and shit. You drive around the block, like, yeah, and I gotta fill up a tank. Like, oh my gosh, I could never see myself own. I don't want to say never, but I feel like if I ever did own a truck, it would be a Ford Raptor. Because at least the Raptor, I believe the Raptor looks so great. Like, it looks so beautiful for a truck. Like, when I first saw the Raptor, I'm like, okay, I don't like trucks, but that Raptor, there is something about it that looks hella nice. So I feel like if I ever did get a truck, it would definitely be a Raptor. But if I do not have a Raptor as a choice, then there's kind of no reason for me to even get a truck. Unless I decided to, like, you know, go full on race car. I'm about to say racer. Unless I decide to go full on race car and get a truck. I'm sorry, that's my house phone. And decide to get a truck to drive my race car or whatever to, like, some kind of event. That would be like the only reason why I would ever be owning a truck. Outside of that, I kind of have no reason, especially since I live in Florida. So it's like, you can't even say, oh, what about weather, like say snow or something. We don't get snow. Florida doesn't believe in snow. Florida doesn't believe in cold weather. The only kind of cold weather we get is like 60s, 50s on like rare occasions. And when I say like rare, I mean like one day. Like for like one day it will be like 50, and then outside of that you're good. But seriously, Florida, if I plan on living, like staying in Florida, I would have no reason to be getting a truck unless I was getting a race car to tow it around. But I feel like even then I would be like, nah, I'd rather drive my race car, to be honest. Unless it's somewhere like stupid far and I really don't want to risk getting it damaged or anything, then sure, that's understandable. But I don't like that feeling of driving a boat. Like, my mom owns a Jeep Grand Cherokee, And I've had to drive it around a couple times because I've had like a car problem or something. So my mom would just let me borrow that. And oh my gosh, it's not fun. It really is not. I hate having so much weight. I hate being so high up the ground. I'd rather be low. And so every time my mom has me drive it, like, yeah, I'm thankful that she let me, and I just fell off the damn water. Like, yeah, I'm thankful that my mom let me borrow her Jeep, but at the same time, I'm really hating myself for driving a damn Jeep because, again, it's a bloody boat. Not fun for me. I just have like a very, I want to say, you can kind of say it's like a strong hatred for SUVs and trucks. I just feel like it's just because I've driven in something like it and I never enjoyed myself. I always feel like any corner I make that's over 1 mile an hour, I'm going to be tipping over. I feel very sluggish. There's just nothing fun about it. And so if I don't enjoy driving something like heavy and shit like an SUV or a truck, why the hell would I want to get heaviest? Like, look at this monster truck. A monster truck should not be doing that. But it's a fucking boat, so it's hard for it to be staying on all fours. Okay? That's why I don't want to get a truck, because I'm afraid something like that might happen. But yeah, pretty much did all the events. I would need to get that's just a regular bike. For a second I thought it was a dirt bike. But I do plan, I think that's going to be my next episode. My next episode, I'm going to be getting a bike. I really want to get the Ninja bike. I really, really, really want the Ninja bike. So I feel like in the next episode, I will be doing a build on it. But for now, I'm going to enjoy my silver spot. Well, I might try to improve that since I'm so close to gold, but I'll be doing it off screen. But yeah, I'm pretty much going to be doing the rest of the qualifiers because there's only 3 left, including this one. And you need 3 qualifying wins in order to enter the February event. So, am I flipping over? What the hell is this monster truck doing? I am so confused. But I'm going to just end the video off here because this is going on for quite a long time. So, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like. Comment how you feel about boats. And no, I'm not talking about the ones that go on water. I'm talking about heavy as shit vehicles. And yeah, if you like this video, leave a like, and I kind of repeated all of that. Subscribe for more, and I'm talking for too long. Bye! Make the ground shake.